What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Church Boy V back with another video. I hope you're having a blessed day. I'm making this before the game starts, so I want to take some time, man, and make this video. This is the 8 top worst fast food chicken places. We're gonna do 4 today, and then we do the next ones next week. So hopefully, well, I seen one. I seen Popeye. I hate that because I love some Popeyes. The other one I hope it's not is what's the name of that place? Cause they got Popeyes on here already. The other one hopefully ain't Churches, and hopefully it's not what is the other chicken place? Slim's Chicken. They good, but let's get into the video. Hope y'all I hope y'all doing good, man. It's been a blessed week, so let's get into it.
Find out that the restaurant is closed.
Health inspectors just threw a penalty flag. Stores are closing. And the founder of the worst chain on this list called his own gravy pure wallpaper paste.
Oh wow.
His face is still smiling on the bucket your kids ate from last week.
Okay, see.
17 live roaches under the soda station.
Ew.
15-year-olds on a 350-degree fryer line for a $30 fine per kid. Rotten chicken delivered out of someone's garage in an unmarked car.
What?
By the end of this, you'll know the 8 to avoid, the 4 you can trust, and the shady corporate web connecting them all. 8. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
This one is going to make some of you angry, and it should. Not because of what Chick-fil-A did wrong historically, but because of what they just willingly gave up.
They do.
For years, Chick-fil-A was the golden child. They had the single strongest antibiotic commitment in the entire fast food industry. No antibiotics ever. They implemented it. They staked their massive billion-dollar reputation on it. It was the one sentence in the murky, processed world of fast food that you could actually trust. You felt safe feeding those nuggets to your kids. Then, in March of 2024, they changed it. With a quiet, short website update that most customers never even saw, the standard vanished. The new standard is called No Antibiotics Important to Human Medicine. Read that carefully. It is not no antibiotics. It is no antibiotics important to human medicine. That incredibly specific phrase was engineered by corporate regulators and lawyers, not by cooks. In practice, it means the birds you are eating can absolutely still get antibiotics, just not the specific ones used to treat human beings. They are using animal-only drugs under veterinary oversight. Because apparently, industrial factory farm chickens have their own private pharmacy now. And in the world of industrial farming, the definition of when a bird is sick bends depending on who is holding the clipboard and what the profit margins look like that quarter. They had the gold standard of safety. They traded it for a massive loophole with a longer name. And their own explanation? To maintain supply of the high-quality chicken you expect from us. They did not say the old safe standard was unnecessary. They admitted it was inconvenient. What keeps Chick-fil-A at number 8 is everything they still do right. What put them on this list is the one major foundational thing they chose to stop doing. But the next chain on our list has a completely different strategy. They are a chain that everybody loves, but almost nobody has asked them the one question that actually matters. 7. Raising Cane's.
I ate them in so long.
Raising Cane's sells exactly one thing: chicken fingers. That is the entire menu. One protein, one format. You get a piece of toast, some crinkle-cut fries, and a dipping sauce so addictive that reviewers literally call it the only reason to go to the restaurant. The simplicity is the brand. It feels pure. It feels focused. But the simplicity is also the ultimate distraction. Because here is what Raising Cane's will absolutely not tell you. Where the chicken comes from. Will they tell you if antibiotics were used? No. Will they name their farms? No. Think about that. Chick-fil-A published their standard. Chipotle publishes theirs. Sweet Green literally lists the names of their local farms inside the store on a chalkboard. Raising Cane's, a chain that serves...
I never thought about that, but that is a good question. What do y'all get y'all chickens from, Raising Cane's? The people would like to know.
Nothing but chicken. publishes less about its chicken supply chain than almost any other major fast food chain you know by name. Seriously, a chicken chain that refuses to talk about its chicken. One menu item. Zero sourcing answers. Most restaurants hide their cheap ingredients behind a massive, complicated menu. Cane's managed to hide behind a simple one. And if you think the mystery chicken is bad, let's look at the kitchens. They are not exactly spotless. A New York City location was cited in March of 2024 for food contact surfaces not being properly sanitized. We picked this specific example because it reflects a number of similar quiet reports we've seen when researching the back end of this brand.
Oh, wow.
Here's why Cane's lands at number 7. Nothing catastrophic has happened yet, but they are asking you to love and trust a product while aggressively refusing to tell you what is actually inside of it. Brand love is not brand transparency. And for a company this massive, choosing silence isn't humble. It is deliberate. The next chain on our list doesn't just keep secrets. They charge you premium prices for wings that might actually make you sick. Wait until you hear how their kitchens are running. 6. Wingstop.
And I learned this a couple weeks ago. 58% of Wingstop chicken is chicken. The rest is not chicken. So y'all put that together. Only 58% of Wingstop chicken is chicken. Let y'all figure the rest out.
You are paying $13 for a combo at Wingstop. $13 for fast food wings. So, let's break down exactly what your $13 buys you in terms of kitchen standards. In Reno, Nevada, in April of 2024, a health inspector walked into a Wingstop and did a routine check. They put a thermometer into the chicken. Every single item in that kitchen was being held above 41 degrees. If you don't work in a kitchen, let me explain 41 degrees. That is the bacterial growth zone. That is the temperature where bacteria throw a massive party on raw meat.
Oh, wow.
The inspector didn't issue a warning. They ordered all of it thrown away. All of it. Every single piece of chicken in the building went into the trash. If that inspector hadn't walked in that day, your $13 would have bought you a literal basket of food safety violations. A few months later, a Wingstop in New York City was shut down entirely. Their health inspection score? 46 out of 100. That is a failing grade in any school, in any country, in any industry. This is not just one bad location. This is a terrifying pattern at a chain that loudly touts its digitized safety checklists to investors. If those digital checklists actually exist, the Reno discard and the New York shutdown mean absolutely nobody in the building is reading them. And what about the people working in those hazardous kitchens? In California, state investigators found that a Wingstop franchisee structured multiple locations as completely separate shell companies. Why? To avoid paying 551 employees their legally earned overtime. Wingstop lands at 6 because of documented catastrophic food safety failures, systemic wage theft, and a premium price tag that has zero relationship to the soggy product coming out of that kitchen. Premium branding. Bargain basement standards. If paying $13 for rubbery wings held in a bacterial danger zone makes your blood boil, do me a favor. Hit that like button right now. Let's send a clear message to these asset-light corporations that we see exactly how they treat their food and their workers. And make sure you subscribe to the channel because we do these deep dive investigations every single week, and the corporate lies do not stop here.
This beauty? Lion's mane. It looks a bit like a brain, doesn't it? Scientific research has shown that lion's mane mushroom mycelium can support your brain's cognitive function. Powered by mushroom mycelium, I love and recommend Host Defense Lion's Mane for cognition.
5. Church's Texas Chicken.
Man, Churches on here.
They shut it down.
Man, come on, Churches. What y'all doing, man? I love me some Churches and Popeyes. Gotta find some new spots now.
On the spot. September of 2025. Des Moines, Washington. Health inspectors walked into a Church's Texas Chicken and issued an immediate, non-negotiable closure. The official designation on the paperwork? Imminent health hazard. That phrase isn't thrown around lightly. That means the conditions inside the kitchen were so dangerous, so fundamentally broken, that the general public could not legally be allowed inside the building. Doors locked. Lights out. How does a legendary Southern chicken brand reach the level of an imminent health hazard? Look at who owns it. Church's is currently owned by High Bluff Capital Partners. They are a private investment company. They buy businesses to squeeze money out of them. Spoiler alert, they also own Quiznos, which is a whole other tragedy. Look at how the people who bought Church's talk about it in their press releases. They use phrases like value-oriented market, exciting growth potential, and significant white space for expansion. Notice what is missing. Not a single word about chicken. Not a single word about food quality, recipes, or customer experience. They wrote a love letter to the financial spreadsheet and completely forgot to mention dinner. And the health inspections across the country tell the rest of the sad story. A Niagara region location was cited for fundamental hand-washing failures. Customers at an Oakland location described a dystopian experience in their reviews. The floor was sticky, the chicken was dry, the whole place smelled like it had given up. The word that keeps coming up in thousands of reviews is greasy, but not good greasy. Not the satisfying crunch of crispy skin. We are talking about heavy, industrial grease. The kind of greasy that sits like a rock in your stomach and makes you wonder exactly how many hours that specific piece of chicken was sitting in the fryer basket before it landed in your cardboard box. Church's lands at 5 because the private equity extraction is textbook. The health inspections are dire. And the brand identity crisis tells you everything you need to know about where the priorities went. But next up is a chain famous for biscuits that people will drive hours to get. Wait until you hear what is crawling around the kitchen making them. 4. Bojangles.
I heard about them, but I never ate them before, so I'm interested now.
17 live roaches.
Ew.
4 dead ones. And an accumulation of roach droppings on the shelving underneath the soda station in the lobby.
No.
Read that again. The soda station in the lobby. That is not hidden in the back near the dumpster. That is where you stand. That is where your grandkids put their cups down to get ice. That is exactly what state health inspectors found at a Bojangles in Ocala, Florida, on April 9th, 2025. Unsurprisingly, the restaurant failed the inspection. But here's the kicker. They came back 5 days later for the mandatory reinspection. It failed again. 5 days later. The same kitchen, the same roaches. This is not an isolated incident at one bad location. The decay is systemic. Let's look at the map. Charlotte, North Carolina. 2 B grades in July of 2025 for flies in the 1025 for flies in the kitchen and serving undercooked sausage. Adairsville, Georgia. An inspection score of 55 out of 100. That is not a grade. That is a cry for help. Lexington, South Carolina. A C grade for an employee handling food with decorated acrylic nails and no gloves. Plus, no hand washing between contamination events. No hand washing between contamination events. That terrifying phrase should not exist in a sentence about a restaurant serving food to human beings. 4 different states. The exact same pattern of horrific hygiene. What happened to Bojangles? The same thing that happened to Church's. Bojangles was taken private in 2019 by 2 massive investment firms, Durational Capital and the Jordan Company. When they bought it, the managing partner released a statement calling it an exciting next chapter that would strengthen operations. That was the corporate promise. 17 live roaches by the soda machine in Ocala.
That's it.
That is the actual chapter they wrote. Drop the name of the fast food chain you are never going back to in the comments right now. Every single one of them will be read. Because the next chain is facing a lawsuit so disgusting, it will make you swear off their spicy chicken forever. 3.
We're gonna stop right there and say Popeyes. Dang, I gotta get some new fast food spots now. Well, hopefully Timmy Chains ain't on here because they got some good wings. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think of the video so far. Are you shocked? Are you surprised? Will you be eating? Do you eat at these places? What are your thoughts? Put in the comment section. Y'all have a blessed one, man. Y'all take care. We're going to continue to expose these fast food places. We're going to continue to expose the different food industry places, networks, and all that. So, y'all stay tuned for the next one next week. Y'all have a blessed God, Jesus, Holy Spirit love you. I love you. We out.